Arty peg, alright?
Whoa, what's that noise upstairs? This is the Arty 84 show. It's live.
Masturbation.
Episode 40.
Whoop whoop.
Woo woo. Whoa.
That's upstairs or next
Yeah,
door?
that's upstairs. Next door is Joey's room. If you just tune in right now, we upstairs there's a giant apparently, and this guy is he's not very shy on jumping up and down and making lots of racket.
How many of them live up there?
There's one little Asian
Chinese man.
He's probably about 4 feet tall,
He's doing the jumping jacks.
and I don't know what he does. I don't know if he's doing like calisthenics or he's just dropping weights or he's manufacturing Monopoly pieces up there, but I have no idea what the hell he's doing up there.
You sure he's not hiding a family of 5? Because they kind of, the Asians sometimes, they cluster together. You know, there could be like 5 of them.
You did hear I'm gonna murder you, didn't you?
Yeah.
One day?
I had to call the police on
So
him.
yeah.
Yes.
So anything is possible going on upstairs, but those who are watching on Facebook, thank you for hanging in there for the last 16 minutes. So we got this technical difficulties. Alex Wallace is sticking around. He stuck around the whole 16 minutes, and so did
What's up, Alex?
what did he say? He goes, he's doing squats upstairs. Alex would know because he's upstairs.
Squats, no, he's doing something beyond squats up there. I don't know what he's doing, but, I don't know.
Maybe he's having relations with his lady friend.
She's pretty quiet then.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe she's dead. Maybe she's not
dead.
moving.
He's a necrophilia.
Alex Wallace watching, which again leads to Maddie not being a rail, or Alex Wallace isn't real. One of them's not real.
And Maddie's on a road trip right now, isn't he?
Maddie's at a basketball game.
He's at a basketball game right now.
Oh, yes.
Joey and Maddie are at the 76ers versus Spurs game in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. Maybe Joey's going to make another viral video about how he loves the Philadelphia 76ers like he does the Bills. You see how many views on that?
I did. Yeah, it's pretty funny in the comments. I know you're trolling some of them out there,
Oh,
and
I'm
they just
trolling
keep
big
firing
time.
back.
Isn't it funny?
And I wonder how many of them think they're trolling back.
Mm.
So I'm wondering the legitimacy of some of these, but I'd say there's some pretty bad ones that I think are legitimate. I think my favorite one though is one of the earlier ones. I remember pointing out, and you agree with me. It was look at all those beta males.
The beta male ones. It's great though. As the camera pans over, you see like Joey doing the Buffalo Bill. If you haven't seen this video yet, just go to the Packy. You know, spell the Packy on YouTube, and it's the second video. It's Pats fans congrats Bills on making the playoffs. Drought is over, and you just see a picture of Ronald Doubleback standing there, and he pretty much he insisted it being a nice video, and then it turned into a sarcastic.
It did.
And then you see Uncle Eric sitting on the couch, and he's half in the bag, and he's waving, and Adam's wearing a Sriracha shirt, and Maddie has a winter jacket on inside the house for some reason, I don't know why.
Yeah, when you watch it again, it does look very sarcastic. It does. It wasn't intended to be, but it was.
It all looks like we're high, or like something's going on. It's like, there's something seriously wrong with us.
There is. There's a lot wrong with us.
Whoa, what's that supposed to mean?
She likes her crazy, though.
Sarcasm from the peanut gallery over there.
That's what it's all about, finding somebody who likes her crazy. That's what I always say. Yeah.
Well, in that case.
But before we get back more into that, though, I just want to start on this right here.
Yeah, so what do we got there? So
last week, if you remember, I challenged you to eat a whole one of these, which is the hottest ramen on the market that you could possibly buy.
And where did you get that?
And I wasn't sure. I bought it at the
came out or something?
No, the H Mart.
H Mart, yeah.
This is bought at H Mart, and this is the hottest ramen you could possibly buy on the markets. And I asked you if you could eat one of these before the show was over. That the next week I would eat a whole one of these with ghost pepper sauce.
So where do you get ghost pepper sauce like that?
You can buy it online. This is part of a kit that I have, which goes levels of sauces. And it's the hottest one.
That's the hottest one.
And the thing, and ghost pepper.
Mind if I take a whiff?
Yeah, go for it.
Take a whiff.
Ghost pepper is one of the hottest sauces out there.
Ghost peppers, okay.
So there's a half shot of ghost pepper sauce added with this. Susie J saw me pour it in.
Mm-hmm.
She can confirm.
Yes.
And I am going to eat this whole thing and hate my life tomorrow.
I'm going to try a little on my finger, just a dab.
It won't be too bad as a dab. It'll give you a nice little ting.
I dipped it on my crotch.
Yeah. But as a half shot, mixed with what we already have there, this is gonna be pretty bad.
That is what, level 10?
This is a level 10.
Now, could you give us some, a little tingly?
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Did you give you a little perspective. It's a late fire.
Yeah.
It's like a smoky. It almost feels like there's a campfire in my mouth.
Yeah.
Now comparison to the 1 level one you had. What's that like?
Oh, that's not as bad. It's just like a little bit of a quick fade.
Flavor, a little taste.
Yeah, a little taste. You know. So,
wow, that is some strong stuff.
Yeah. So we have what you had last week, which is pretty hot, has a nice kick to it, and on top of that, a half shot of that.
Okay.
And I get some milk here to help ease me through
breast milk.
Some of the pain. It is.
We pumped it ourselves from the local nursery.
I'm just going to try to get this down. I got to start on this because.
Alex Wallace says, get him some milk, Susie.
I ain't got no milk.
I like how everyone knows that you're just hanging around the back. It was pretty funny.
That's what I do.
Last week's episode, for the first 15 minutes, you just heard cling, clang, clang as she was doing dishes.
And cooking.
And cooking. Maybe this episode you'll hear her phone ring for the 15th time for the crazy lady who wants to buy her a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, yeah.
You're just jamming it in, huh?
Got it. You took the slow. I gotta get it down.
Are you getting the meat sweats?
Mm-hmm.
Tommy's looking at you like I'm hungry, but I don't
fuck you up.
Well, you're halfway done. So what do I gotta do next week?
Oh, nothing. Oh, unless we can think of something at some point.
Woo! This ghost pepper stuff is still
Zap
lingering.
each other.
No!
We did zap each other. Those who are fans of the show, if you go to the Packy as well, the first video that's up there right now is us going around the rooms and zapping Adam and Maddie during New Year's Eve. That's how we celebrate New Year's Eve, by zapping each other with the dog collar. And like I said, they're good sports. What's the highest you guys got up to? 5?
I don't know. 2. 3?
3? We did Maddie did 5 over his arm.
I did 10 over my arm. No, I did 10.
I think you both did 10 on your arm, which I gotta say is pretty damn ridiculous.
Well,
Are you done? It's done. You're gonna be in so much pain in the morning.
Yeah.
We might see him die alive here on Facebook. This might be the first time someone dies accidentally on Facebook live. Imagine.
Yes.
I was listening to it. He's going to flashback Thursday on a Wednesday. A year ago today, I was listening to the episode of the Adult Entertainment Radio Show.
mm-hmm.
And that J.R. Huffman was a funny guy back in the day. Sarcastic, a little whiny.
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
But he was funny. He was talking, we had this guy calling from, you can listen to this on the Packy too. If you go to the Packy and you search the Adult Entertainment Radio, I think it was like episode 63. It was 4 years ago today. And we had this like comedian call from like Virginia.
I wasn't there yet, though.
No, I don't think you were there on this episode. And the whole entire time they were being sarcastic assholes to him. And then they finally asked him a question, and then they do the whole silence. They just sit there, and he's like, hello, hello, hello. And Jay's like, oh, sorry. He goes, what's going on? This guy, he's like, why don't you plug your thing one more time? And he's like, yeah, so I'll be at the boop. The old, you alright? Oh, geez, you sweat.
I can't feel my tongue.
You sweat anyways.
I do. I can't feel my tongue right now.
Can't feel my tongue when I'm with you.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, that's rough, man.
Hmm?
You gonna make it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey now.
Should be fine in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like ghost pepper stuff's hot, but it's not as hot as I thought it would be.
No. Well.
I feel like the habanero stuff that I had at the Buffalo Wild Wings that I could never enjoy was hot.
Oh, yeah.
But that was more like a tangy hot. This is more like a
Let's stab you in the
like
tongue
a
hot.
burn ton. Yeah, it kind of burns a little bit.
Mm.
But you know, where am I? There we go. All right, I'll post the. So if you guys want to see the video of Ronald Doubleback being an asshole, I just posted it on the.
He really wasn't though.
Oh yeah, I just posted it on the Facebook live stream. So if you're watching and you want to watch the link, just click on the link I just posted. This is Arty Damadia. Adam's looking like Shaq in the first quarter, sweating like crazy.
Oh my god.
How's your tongue? How's that feel?
Feels inflamed. I'm sure my lips are inflamed a little bit too.
Yeah? Don't touch it like wiener or anything.
No, God.
You could have problems.
Mm.
Can you imagine?
Mm-mm.
Like you accidentally like
Mm-mm.
touched the pee hole?
Oh god, that sounds horrible.
That'd be the worst.
And then the worst thing, there's nothing. If you go in the shower, it'd be even worse too, because water makes that worse by like 10.
Yeah, you don't want to do anything like that. You don't even want to touch yourself.
Nope.
Have you cooked with anything with that stuff yet?
No, I have not. No.
Who got you hot sauce? What do you have?
I got it for Christmas. It's a Christmas gift.
Oh, look at that. Someone knows you like pain.
Not that much pain.
Oh, I guess not. I mean, that feels like it's like hurting. I bet Doubleback would pull that directly into his asshole.
Oh god.
Who goes to a 76ers game?
It's cheap.
Joey and Maddie.
Well, they originally were looking at tickets months ago, and it was like $10, right? Well, the tickets went up to $60 today. So they bought them. And then like 3 hours before the game, the price dropped back down to $30. But
They're probably not happy about that.
It's something fun for them to do.
And some bonding.
We would probably go to a random game.
I told them they should go to that 17-plus nightclub. In Philadelphia, they have 17-plus nightclubs.
Yeah, well, I remember you
So
mentioned.
you can go partying with seniors in high school. You can grind up against them on the dance floor, if you will. That's your cup of tea. You know? Eric had a good idea. He says if we watch the AFC Championship over here, we should track down my baby mama.
Oh, in Pittsburgh.
Who's from Pittsburgh.
That's right.
And if the Patriots win, not just rubbing the fact that I haven't paid child support in 11 years, but the fact that the Pittsburgh Steelers also lost. And I go, that's fucked up, but very funny.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel, Susie?
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I wonder if the Steelers lose, I have like a good, Big Daddy situation on my door. You know,
Yeah, possibly.
knock on the door and
Yeah,
there's a tween, a bratty fucking teenager
Creepy
sitting
little
there.
Arty, mini Arty.
Yeah, with a blowout and a Tom Brady jersey and some like cubic Kadomian earrings and stuff. And, you know,
Yikes.
imagine.
So, I had a question. Is Pennsylvania a redneck state to you?
I don't know, but you figured it out.
I did. I cracked all this.
I think Pennsylvania is, for the fact of the matter is that if you separate yourself from Harrisburg, Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh, and even Pittsburgh to an extent is redneck, the majority of these states are redneck.
Yes, I agree.
So how does this list work? How did you break down the list of the most redneck cities?
There's two here. States.
Is it state by state?
Yeah, with states.
States, okay.
Right, so this first one is more realistic. The second one's kind of fun. The first one is mobile homes per 100 housing units.
Okay, now how is this like a state figure?
Yes. These are actual numbers as of last year, 2016.
Okay.
Which, let's wait, I mean, they're not going to be too far off from what they probably are now. So
Yeah.
remember, per 100 equals...
Trailer parks aren't going anywhere. You know,
Exactly, right?
You know, I love the trailer parks. Like, essentially, you do have a vehicle that can be picked up by a truck and pulled away
That's
if you really
true.
wanted to.
Yeah, you do.
But these people, once they find their spot,
They just
man,
have to pull it away.
they build a cinder block little foundation around there. You know, sometimes they add an addition to the fucking trailer. Sometimes they'll get another
They
trailer,
build gardens
put it
around
right next
them.
to it, attach
Yeah.
it. Sometimes they'll go up on the trailer.
Sometimes
they'll
their
build an
cousin
addition.
moves in right next door.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta leave to you. You trailer people, you guys are special.
And I will say the South definitely reigns. But there are some more. It is closer than I thought.
Yeah.
I will say. But the South definitely reigns. So number one, South Carolina, 20.3 per 100 housing units.
Really?
Are mobile homes.
So that's basically saying, is that like 20%?
It's per capita. So yeah, no, just 20.3. So per 100
Yep.
houses,
Yep.
20 of those.
Yeah, so it's 20%.
Yeah, I'm not good at math. Yeah, I guess that.
So 20% of dwellings in the state of South Carolina,
20 per 100.
20% are unfixed structures considered trailers that could be essentially moved at any point in time.
But you know what's interesting is that I was thinking, okay, for instance, remember, it's not taking into example the size of the state or the population, it's just
Yeah.
per 100.
Okay.
What's impressive is number 21, I only calculated the first 25 because I figured whatever the most north or south is in the first 25
Yeah.
conquers it all.
Okay.
Because it's half of the country.
Yeah.
So, but number 21 is Maine. Maine's, you know, it's bigger than most people think, but it's still smaller compared to most of these. It's a northern state, 9.8. And number 22 is Nevada at 9.7.
I believe that because I've driven through Nevada. And once you get out of...
But it's huge.
Yeah, but here's the thing. When you leave...
Desert.
Yeah, when you
Yes,
leave
desert.
Vegas and you head to Reno, it's like a 5-hour drive. They're not building foundations. They're not building fixed structures either. They're literally just plopping down the trailer. I mean, I went to a brothel / gas station / gift shop / cafe, 2.5 hours north of Vegas, halfway to Reno. And I went in there, and it was a trailer. It was a double-wide trailer, essentially. That's all you see along the way. And then you get in these small little gold mine and silver mine towns, and you get these old school buildings and stuff like that. But other than that, it's all trailer. So 9% of all structures in Maine are trailers. But you got to take this in consideration. Maine used to be just a vacation place, right?
Sure.
So why would you invest money on an actual structure? If you go to my aunt's house up in Maine, she has a nice house right on the lake, but that whole entire street going down is all trailers.
Yeah.
Or double wides, if you will.
Yeah.
Trailer. Susie, you ever lived in a double wide?
Have I ever been in a double wide?
Have you ever lived in one?
No.
Never lived in a double wide.
No.
Have you ever been in one?
Yes.
Have you ever partied in one?
Yes.
Have you ever
Oh, I
partied?
love it.
Have you ever partied in a trailer park?
No, I don't think in
No?
a trailer park.
Never had a trailer park party?
No.
I had a trailer park
That
party.
sounds fun, actually.
Actually,
I love it.
I've actually filmed a movie in a trailer park. We'll go on, so we'll briefly go on a tangent here,
Yeah, go for it.
since we're talking about trailer parks. On Route 1 in Saugus,
Oh, God.
right across from the old hilltop, right? On the other side going north.
Massachusetts actually last on the list at 0.9.
Is it really?
They're probably on Route
They're
1
all on
or
Route
in
1 in
Foxborough.
Saugus.
Or in
Oh, in
Foxborough.
Foxborough, yeah.
There's a few there.
I literally, there was this girl that used to want to jerk off all the boys that worked at Auburn Pan. She worked at Home Style Eatery in the Square One Mall, right?
Crazy.
Her name was Danielle. And Danielle lived in a trailer park. So when me, Ronald Doubleback, and a few other people that we worked at the mall, she invited us over to a party in the trailer park, right? So we're like, alright, whatever. So we go over, literally it's across the street from the mall, right? A little bit down the road. And there was a guy with a 1980s camcorder. Now you gotta figure, this was 2002. So the handheld's already been invented, right? This guy had an old school, on the shoulder, full VHS tape.
Yeah.
It could have been beta, I don't know. On his shoulder, filming. And people were just partying, getting drunk, doing drugs, and videotaping everything, like a documentary. You would have thought, if you would have thought you stepped into a time machine and you were somewhere in like West Virginia. The way these people were going about some stuff.
That's awesome.
Which just proves to say that Saugus is quite the trashy town because they have. I want to see that breakdown. So you say how many was 0.9 for Massachusetts?
Yeah, I only put the first 25, but Massachusetts is one of the last
So
ones.
like less than 1% of Massachusetts dwellings are trailers. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. Redneck.
But I think if you take that into consideration, that 1% of trailers all are in Saugus and Foxborough.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, probably, easily.
Absolutely.
Okay, moving along, we said South Carolina at 20.3. Number 2 is New Mexico at 18.6.
Okay, I can see that. Desert, dropping trailers, whatever you want to do. You know, don't want to pay the tax on the trailer because you don't got to pay property tax if you have a trailer. You know that, right?
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, and if you're a state that doesn't have excise tax, you don't pay anything. So you really don't pay any tax on a trailer.
Yeah, because technically don't you rent the
Yeah, you rent the space.
that your
Yeah.
trailer's sitting on?
So you don't pay property tax, and you don't have to pay excise tax if you're in a state that doesn't have excise tax. Like Massachusetts, you have to pay excise tax on a trailer because it's on the road, technically, because that's Wales. And if you take it off the road and you put it on the thing, then it's a whole different note. So that makes sense. You're a desert, you just drive it along, you just drop your trailer in, and this is my land.
It's true. And so number 3, moving along. I listed this one as NA because it's kind of. I said if it wasn't disputable that it could be north or south, I just listed it as NA.
Okay.
And number 3 is West Virginia, 16.9.
Which is hard to believe because there's a lot of mountains there. How do you get a trailer in a mountain?
I don't know.
West Virginia is the most redneck state.
Alright.
Oh no, understandable.
Yeah,
I understand that, but like when I think
Mobile
trailer park,
I don't think mobile homes, yeah.
I think flat surfaces. And
Yeah,
I've
I
driven
agree.
through West
Well,
Virginia
yeah.
multiple times,
But it's on there. It's number 3.
and it's a very mountainous state. But I guess you could just drive down the side of the road and just drop it down.
It's true. Number 4.
When I was growing up, I always wanted to marry a girl from West Virginia.
Why?
Why? Because I could show up looking like I do now. And it's
Put your
already
work in.
20 times better. I don't gotta put any work in. I just gotta
It's not
show up
work.
and smile. I'm already 20 points higher than the best looking guy in West Virginia.
You could pick a flower from somebody else's flower
Oh,
box and hand it.
absolutely. I would tear up if you dropped me, Eric, Adam, double back and Maddie in West Virginia. We'll bring Alex Wallace for security too. We could clean up. You know how many girls we could sleep with our first day in West Virginia?
But I wonder what the quality is.
Well, it would be like a Buffalo Betty, I think.
It might even be worse than that.
You take a 10 out of West Virginia, she's a 2 somewhere else.
Probably. It's not a 5, it's a 2.
Yeah. I bet Buffalo Betty's are worse than, West Virginia Virginias.
I've never been to Virginia, so I would know. I've been to New York, but not there.
Just a teeth situation, though.
Another.
Buffalo Betty's love their chicken wings, if you know what I mean.
Close to West Virginia at 16.6. Yeah, another southern state is Mississippi.
Okay.
Mississippi.
Alex Wallace wants to know if double wides are factored in. So if someone owns a double wide, that's technically 2 trailers. Well, that's skewed the numbers a little bit.
I don't know. It counts as one. It's the mobile home.
I met a girl on Yahoo Chat. I'm sorry, it wasn't even called Yahoo Chat yet. It was GeoCities Chat. When I was in 9th grade, her name was Jennifer Crabtree, and she lived in North Carolina, and she lived in the double wide trailer.
Funny you should mention that, because after Mississippi, number 5 is North Carolina.
There you go.
Right?
And she sent me pictures of her double wide trailer, and it looked nothing like a double wide. It was a well done double wide. They had done the foundation. They actually built an addition on top of it.
Wow.
She lived near a lake.
And,
she used to call me long distance on like phone cards.
Oh, that's sweet.
Because it was before like cell phones had free long distance.
Yes.
So like it was actually a long distance call to call out your area code. And this was before text messaging. And she would send me like very grainy webcam pictures.
Yes, I knew a girl from Chicago like that.
Yeah, so I spent my whole 9th grade talking to this broad.
I did close to the same exact thing actually, and then I was like got weird about it. Oh, this is so weird. Yeah.
I didn't get weird. We were supposed to meet on spring break 2003.
Yeah.
So me, double back, and Joey P pack into a Jeep Wrangler. We're heading down to Florida. And on the way to Florida, we're supposed to stop in North Carolina to meet this chick, right? So the night before we leave, we call her up. We're like, hey, we're heading down. Yeah. She's like, all right, let me know. She's like, there's not much to do where we're going, but she lived in like Salisbury, North Carolina, which is like halfway between Charlotte and I guess like I don't know, Raleigh, Durham, whatever. So the night before we call, so they're on the road. We're trucking down. We're like, oh, we're gonna maybe hang off a bunch of Southern girls, right? Apparently she was married at this point, right? I mean, married right out of high school.
Oh, that's sweet. She's still talking to you.
It's the way this. Oh no, her husband picked up.
Oh.
Oh yeah. We thought we were fixing for an ambush.
Was he looking for a 3-way?
No, I don't know. He wasn't. He was very dissatisfied with the fact that 3 guys from Boston were coming down to invade on his territory.
Ah.
So that was the last time I ever spoke to her. But
It happens.
she lived in a double wide trailer.
Definitely. I'm sure she hasn't progressed much in life either.
Yeah, no, we were Facebook friends. I don't think we're Facebook friends. I think she was off the Facebook. I think maybe she's on internet anymore.
Probably not. No.
Yeah.
She has to go to McDonald's or something.
She was Miss Teen North Carolina, though. So she says.
So she says.
So I don't know how accurate that was. In 1999, it's very hard to track down factual data.
That's true. It's kind
from 2001 to 2006, before like baseball stats were readily available online, I was playing minor league baseball for the Portland Sea Dogs.
That's true, you were. And
there's no way to tell you I wouldn't. Who lies about that? Who lies about mediocre baseball?
You do.
You know what I mean? Exactly. It is such an unbelievable lie that people believe. If I told you I played minor league baseball back in the day, would you believe me?
No.
Why? When we first met? Why would you believe me?
First met, maybe.
If I first met, I go, yeah, and we were like on our first date, and you were asking me questions, and you said, what did you do with your earlier part of your life? I would say, I was a utility infielder for the Portland Sea Dogs.
I might believe you. You know that.
How can you not believe me? Why would you not believe me?
Yeah,
How is it's a utility infielder?
It's true.
Dustin Pedroia is 2 inches shorter than me, and he plays professional second base.
It's true.
You know?
Well, it's hard to say now because we
know
you.
Yeah.
People watch it out there.
True.
Do you believe I played minor league baseball for the Portland Sea Dogs?
Yeah.
I had a fake Facebook page.
I know you told me, yeah.
I took me and I think it was me and Eric, me and someone else went down to the baseball fields, and we took pictures of me swinging baseball bats and fielding ground balls, and we just stuck them on a fake page, and it was like,
that's pretty awesome.
My name was Tony Salvatore.
Tony Salvatore, that's right. I forgot.
And I had all these statistics of
I couldn't.
And it was I took some mediocre baseball player.
Yeah.
And I just copied the statistics and threw them on there. I looked like I don't know. I'm an average to below average professional baseball player. I was making $24,000 a year playing baseball.
And nowadays, though, you could go beyond that. You could create a WordPress, but make it a real website about yourself instead of Facebook.
Oh, trust me, I thought about it. I was at a UMass Amherst party back in the day. And
Oh Jesus.
I was flirting with these women, and one of their boyfriends didn't fancy the fact that I was moving in on their territory, if you will. I was telling him I was an astronaut, and I said that I was in the space program. I just got out of the Navy, and I'm going to be an astronaut.
Which nobody is anymore.
And now we don't have shuttles anymore. Yeah, and I was going on the shuttle in about a few months, and I was going through my training, but I'm up here visiting my friends. I'm going back down to Cape Canaveral, and I'm going to finish things up. And in 4 months, going up to the space station. She's like, oh, wow, tell me more. How'd you get into that? I'm like, I told her I was a scientist, and what I did was I studied herbs in space. That was my specialty. I was like a botanist. So, like, I studied the effects on basil and oregano, and we even did plants like marijuana and like dandelions and seeing what their effect in space was. So someday we could populate Mars and see that.
I'm sure some dumbass blonde was.
Oh,
like,
she
wow.
was blonde, and she was so dumb and so chubby. And she had her wine in her purse with a straw, and she was she had like those bag wines.
Yeah.
She just took it in the bladder on. She had it in like a big bag like Susie has, like a giant one that's on a counter right now, that encompassed the whole giant bag of wine, and she was just sitting there looking at me in amazement. Like,
Yeah.
and then her meathead boyfriend came in. He was like, who's this guy? He's like, oh, this is Tony. He's an astronaut. I'm like, hi, I'm Tony. I'm an astronaut. He's like, you can't be an astronaut. And he goes, why? I go, why can't I be an astronaut? He goes, you should be able to do 100 push-ups. I go, in space, sir, there's no gravity. I could do 1,000 push-ups. But I risk myself being projected out of my area and possibly knocking the space station out of its orbit if I hit the wall too hard. And he looked at me and just walked away. You know.
Wow.
Arty Damati, making chubby girls smile from coast to coast. Back in the day.
I love how we always divert. It's just a story.
Well, because you mentioned something and
It's
brings up a
true.
memory, like
It
North
does.
Carolina. North Carolina was the last one you were at.
It's true. Okay,
What's
yeah.
next?
So now we're.
I'm sure I have a story about this next one.
I'm sure we do. Number 6. Oh, you're definitely going to. Number 6. Another southern state, Alabama.
Alabama.
Alabama, 16.3. So that's close to North Carolina. And
Yeah.
then number 7, we hit our first guaranteed northern state at number 7.
I'm going to say, oh, New Hampshire.
No.
Rhode Island.
No, bigger.
Bigger.
Not in the Northeast.
Oh, okay.
Wisconsin.
No.
Minnesota.
No.
Is it in the north? You said northeast?
Illinois.
It's not in the north. It's not in the Northeast.
It's not in the northeast, but it's in the north.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
Montana.
I said
maybe?
first northern. Yeah. Getting warmer.
No, Idaho.
No.
Washington.
No.
We're going the other way. North Dakota.
No.
South Dakota.
Other way.
Going closer to
We're
the
still in the east.
North Dakota's on the east.
Going
North
towards the
Dakota.
west.
Yeah.
Idaho, Oregon,
Colorado.
Wyoming.
Yeah, Wyoming.
Oh.
Wyoming makes sense to a point where it's. I think 50% of Wyoming is literally Yellowstone National Park.
Yeah.
I mean, they just took a state and they're like, you're going to make half of you a national park.
Yeah. Number 8, back to the south again, Arkansas,
Oh, that makes sense.
14.9.
You know what's funny about Arkansas? They have the ugliest. This brings up what's her face? The sloth from the Goonies that is the press secretary.
Oh, I sent you that. Oh God,
Huckabee Sanders.
God, I hate
She's
her.
from Arkansas.
Don't get me going again.
You know, too. Yeah, well, do you know her father, Huckabee the senator, and Clinton are from the same city, a little town called Hope, Arkansas. No, he was he lived in Little Rock when he was the governor.
Oh, okay.
But they're both from Hope, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Huckabee, I was looking at her the other day, right?
Ugh.
And then I caught like a preview of the Goonies.
Well, I sent you that photo too.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was like
Well, you
sloth.
sent it to me, and then I seen it like the Goonies was on. I was going back from C-SPAN to like TNT, and I was like, wow. I go, if you had to recast a character, right? And like, and you didn't have like animation, and you wanted to do like a real character, like Jabba the Hutt in the old Star Wars with an actual Pearson,
Yes.
you could just cast her. I don't know. I'm not being mean. I'm probably being mean.
Who cares?
I know. Who cares?
Screw her.
Why am I concerned about being
I don't
mean
know.
at
What's
33?
going on? We're getting sensitive in your old age.
No, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
My conscience. Hey, doggies, knock it off. We're having a radio show.
Number 9, back to the north. We're in Montana. At
Okay.
number 9.
Have you been to Montana?
No. It's
Montana
flat. I have no desire.
is. So
I like hunting. I'm sure it's good.
it is literally. So I drove through Montana for a bit. You literally get out of your car and you look to your left. North Dakota and South Dakota are exactly the same way.
It's flat, right?
Just nothingness for as far as the eye could see.
Yeah.
I mean, like nothing, like plains, like, and you're at 3,000 feet above sea level too.
Yeah.
But it's just flat, and you're in Montana. Whoa, Jesus Christ! That guy,
Someone's doing aerobics.
what is he doing? The guy upstairs is literally, if you probably guys could hear that sound of a giant banging noise. The guy upstairs is doing something provocative.
He is. He's hiding immigrants.
I want to send like a camera, like up the side of the window.
The drone.
My drone is dead.
Oh, that's right. Broke it. Damn.
Yeah.
It's like Dunzo.
No, I gotta replace the pieces to it.
Ugh.
I haven't looked into the pricing, but if I could send it up and look into the window, he'd probably shoot it down. What are we doing here? Oh, they lost the mic.
I lost my mic.
Nola stole your mic.
Nola.
Nola. Come on, my baby. She's like, I want to be on TV. Maybe I don't want to.
After that, number 10, kind of a borderline. I listed as NA is Kentucky. I consider it more of a southern state, but where it's located, it's kind of.
Oh, it's a southern state.
You could debate though.
It's
not.
a southern.
It's but it's not decisive.
It was a slave state.
It was. I know that.
Sorry.
Whereas
Louisville.
I would put it there
Kentucky.
too, but
Ooh, redneck.
I swear, do you know Louisville has a 3 o'clock last call?
it's awesome.
So does Tennessee.
It does? Really?
Oh,
that's not
2:30 last call.
Really?
Bars close at 3.
Except Memphis, no last call.
See, I don't like that.
Ain't
There's
no
gotta be a
container.
last call. There should be always a last call.
Me and my sister are at a bar in Memphis like 6 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, when's this place close? And the guy's like, I don't know, when people leave. I go, shit. So we left, like, it was like 5:30, and we woke up the next morning. It was on Beale Street, which is like the main, like, high street in Memphis.
Mm.
And our hotel was like right in the corner of Beale Street. We woke up the next morning, we went to go get some brunch before we went to Elvis's house.
Yeah.
And the same nightclub bar we were at was now serving brunch.
That's pretty funny.
I was like, do you guys ever close?
I mean, I even think New York is too late. Like 3. I don't need it to be 3 a.m. I remember
8
saying
o'clock. Dude, New York's 4 o'clock.
Yeah, 3, 4 o'clock. I remember.
Miami's 5 o'clock. Why do we even have last calls? If the bar wasn't stay open all night, why can't they just
So
stay
people
open all
don't
night?
do stupid shit because people are responsible.
People aren't doing-
I know, but it should be their
There
call.
is not more stupid shit being
I know.
done in New York City than is in Boston.
True.
And there's a 3-hour difference between
But
the two
because their
last calls.
population's bigger, maybe. The more people that are likely to do stupid shit is bigger.
Well, you would think that,
Yeah.
yes, so there's a population of New York that's double
So-
the size of Boston, and their last call is 2 hours later.
Exactly.
So
It should
your
be
theory is
that.
correct.
No,
there
no,
should
I'm
be
saying-
more of a chance of something stupid to
No,
happen.
I'm saying it should be the other way around, if anything. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
exactly.
saying.
I think it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in Vegas 10 times. There's no last call. Do you know what people do at 5 o'clock in the morning? I come home from the casino, wander in the streets of Vegas aimlessly, right? And at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm ready to go to bed, right? The sun's up, the sky's blazing, you know. I finally located one of my friends who went missing.
Wake up at like 10 to catch a buffet.
Well, that's what I do. So I go and I grab a bear before I go to bed. Like a bed bear. I check it on the way to the elevator.
A nightcap.
Yeah, I pass the fuck out, take a power nap for 4 hours, and like you said, I go to the buffet. And if you guys are ever in Vegas, I strongly suggest the best buffet to go to, and I've been to a few of them, is the MGM Grand's buffet. It's $40, but it's all you can. It's bottomless mimosas and bloodies. And if you want to bump it up a little bit, it's like $50, and it's bottomless mixed drinks. And the food.
That sounds so.
And the food is delicious. They had crab legs, they had omelets,
Yeah.
they had soup to nuts on a Sunday brunch.
Huh.
So I paid $40. I had bottomless mimosas. And, because you gotta figure, if you're going out to eat, right, and you have a few drinks, you're gonna spend easy $30 by itself, right?
Yeah.
So you might as well go and have the all-you-can-drink drinks.
True.
I literally spent 2 hours in there, and I just kept, what I would do is I'd drink a drink, go in line, again, get another one, get a nice little buzz going, grab some food, grab another drink, you know, I was always moving around.
Yeah.
Strongly suggest MGM Grand on Sunday. Check it out. I went there for a bachelor party. Was it? Oh, was it a Saturday? I think they do it every day, to be honest with you, because I think it was a Saturday we went to the bachelor. Yeah, Saturday we went to the, we went to see that Japanese DJ, Ioti, Susie's cousin.
Yeah.
Stephen Ioti. I wasn't familiar with his music, but he was just like this long-haired Japanese dude, and he's fist pumps a lot. And I spent like lots of money to go see him play at a pool party.
How was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
He performed for 20 minutes. He wasn't even DJing. He just hit a button and he was doing like fist pumping.
Did he have 2 laptops like a douche?
I don't even think he had a laptop. I don't even think he had anything. I think he just showed up and he was just fist pumping.
Someone else is doing it from somewhere
Do you know they made me check my jeans?
Really? No.
Yeah, I remember you.
$40 to check my jeans.
What?
Because this is the story. So I go and meet the guys, right? So I had a bathing suit on, but I didn't want to wear the bathing suit down the strip. My feet, like, I was like, whatever. So I had jeans over, and I figured once I get to the pool, I could just take them off. I didn't know it was like a line of security. You had to go through this fucking place. You had to go through like 5 forms of security to get into this fucking pool party. And the last one, the guy goes, "You have jeans on?" I go, "Yeah, I plan on taking them off and putting them next to my towel." He's like, "No, you gotta check your jeans." 40 fucking bucks to check my jeans.
That's pretty
And
fucking.
if they weren't $100 and something jeans, I would have said, "Keep the jeans."
Jesus.
So then we had nothing to. So you have no jeans, so you have no place to sit. You have nothing to store your phone. So one of my cousin's friends had this great idea where they had these drinks that you bought. They came in like a resealable cup, right? It was like a $60 Long Island iced tea, but it was like that big.
Yeah.
But it was in a plastic screw cap.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Dude, drink your drink, put your phone inside there, screw it off. It's waterproof. So you can go into the pool with the thing, water's not getting in it."
All right.
Fucking a genius. Well, he's a doctor anyway. So this is the difference between my smarts of an asshole and this guy's
So
smarts as a doctor.
science, it doesn't really sound well. It's science.
Yeah, physics, not what the fuck. Nevertheless, he. I forgot we traded Jay Crowder too.
We did.
To the two. I didn't know you went to the Cavs. Anywho, we're up 68-52 because the Cavs suck. Yeah, it was a great idea, and I was able to take video and pictures through my little cup of Long Island iced tea. $60. I spent $100 on one drink and to check my pants, and $350 for a ticket for this DJ.
Yeah, man.
Not the most I've ever spent on a bachelor party. I spent $650 for table service at a David Guetta concert.
A who concert?
He's a DJ. Another fucking DJ.
Have you ever gone to see anybody real?
No!
Like a
In
band?
Vegas? No! Oh, Britney. I seen Britney.
Yeah.
I was drunk one day, many moons ago, and I wandered into the Britney show.
I started thinking
She was
that
only there like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I guess T Swift tickets aren't doing so well.
Yeah.
Because she's charging like ridiculous amount.
T Swift is a sellout.
Somebody said that like the tickets that they got for her last tour, they paid $150 for. Same seats, $500.
She's a sellout.
Like no.
Taylor Swift, you suck.
Yeah.
Your new album sucks.
But just to round this list out right here.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I'm thinking
we're still on the list.
10 is gotta get to 25. Yeah.
Blow through.
We got blow through. Okay, number 10 would be Kentucky, 11 Arizona, 12 Louisiana, 13 Idaho, 14 Georgia. I'm actually impressed. 15 Florida. I thought they'd be.
Oh, wow.
I know Florida, 11.6.
Huh. I almost bought a trailer. Before I met Susie, I was looking at trailers in Florida. I was going to move down there.
16 South Dakota, 17 Delaware, 18 Tennessee, 19 Oklahoma, 20 Oregon.
So 19 Tennessee?
19 Tennessee,
So
18,
is that-
18 Tennessee.
So is Massachusetts the last one?
Massachusetts, I think, is number 50 or 49. Yeah.
I'm surprised Alaska doesn't have more. But I guess by
Alaska,
population.
yeah, probably.
That's probably Hawaii. I guess it's tough to have a trailer because how do you get it out there?
Yeah.
It's a fucking island.
23 is Texas, 24 Washington, 25 Missouri.
Interesting. So in New England, Maine is the only one to hit the top 25 list?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, in terms of, yeah, that it's and it comes
And
to
I'm assuming like Kansas isn't on that list, top 25, right?
No.
Because they get a lot of tornadoes, and I don't see tornadoes doing in trailers mixing very well, you know.
So we got 13 total states that are redneck, 9 states that are north, and 4 that are kind of in the middle.
So is that what you're saying? So what about having sex with your cousin? Was those statistics available?
I did look into incest statistics,
Yeah.
and I think I was telling you earlier that it's really kind of a wash because certain states they don't necessarily have to divulge that information. So-
Now you can call a spade, but my grandmother, my great grandmother, right? Her sister married their cousin.
First cousin?
First or second cousin.
Okay.
So not my grandmother's aunt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my great aunt married her cousin and had kids.
So you have incest in your family.
Yeah, but that's not nothing related to me. That's way out in the branch. and they all lived in Western Massachusetts, which basically you might as well just cut Worcester west off and throw it down to West Virginia.
That's true.
You know what I mean? I never met anyone west of Worcester that wasn't questionable
That's
in
true.
any aspect of the word.
I don't think I've met anybody west of Worcester that's from there.
It's probably a good thing.
Probably. Kind of like to now.
You never fool around with a girl from Springfield?
Nope. I think
Springfield's an oddity too, because like west of Worcester is like redneck, like hickish, like hillbilly,
Yeah.
and then you get to like Holyoke and Springfield, and it's as urban as Roxbury.
No.
It's like, how did these urban people find this little mecca of land in the middle of nothingness in Massachusetts?
I think I've been to Springfield once on a field trip to go to the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay.
That's it. And I thought, like, oh, Springfield, this place must be, like, really nice. And what I really got was just, like, a bigger, like,
You thought you were going to see Homer and Bot?
or something like
And
that.
you didn't see anything.
No.
When I was on probation and I wasn't able to drink, I had to go out to Holyoke to work. And it was at the sneaker store. So all the managers, so we were doing some like redo of a store. All the managers were getting hammered, right? And so I couldn't drink, obviously. So I was the designated driver. So I would drive all these assholes through. I was driving them all like bar hopping through like Springfield. It was like the bizarrest thing ever.
You know what it felt like? A bigger Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
Yeah, it was like Pawtucket. It was like Pawtucket, Rhode Island with buildings
Yeah, pretty much.
and a lot of one-way streets.
Yes.
And then like one street was so poorly marked that I took the wrong turn on, and it was like an on-ramp onto I-91. It was just like, what the fuck? Who is this? It's hard to believe that's part of Massachusetts. It really is.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've been there, but from what I remember,
Like, they should annex that just to Connecticut.
it's like a Newark. It's just sort of.
They should just go west of like Worcester and just be like, you're Connecticut.
Yeah, I'd go
Well,
with
like Vermont just got longer.
that. I would totally go with that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want anything to do with that. I feel poorly to associate myself with my relatives in Pittsfield. We had this creepy cousin that lived out there. It wasn't like a real cousin. He was my grandmother's cousin. He was the product of the incest.
Oh, I see.
So, yeah. And he had a trailer in his backyard that was built on, the property I believe was built on, or close to the waste dump where GE would dump all their plastic waste.
Oh, Jesus.
And he lived on, hold your horses, 69 Bushy Road. I shit you not. That was the address. I swear to God on my life, my family's
Where
life.
was this?
Back up.
69 Bushy Road is my grandmother's cousin that we used to go.
I want to Google images of this. But first of all, you said, okay, so
It was right across the street from an elementary school. If you Pittsfield, Mass, 69 Bushy Road is an elementary school right across the street with a playground that my cousin Ricky found a used condom and didn't know what it was. And he was like, look at this balloon that popped.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So he lived in his mother's backyard in a trailer.
No. His
Who's
mother
back
didn't
there?
live anywhere there. His mother
In
was alone.
Granby, Connecticut.
No, Pittsfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah, it was in Pittsfield, Mass. That I can confirm. But whose backyard was this, though, that he was living in?
No, so he had a house,
I
and
had a
then he
house.
also had a trailer in the backyard
Oh, God.
that he was insisting on all of us to stay in. So I pitched a tent instead. If you
Yeah,
know
good
what I mean.
idea. I don't know what goes on in that trailer.
No, I had a tent of my own.
It's like a man.
It was like
cave,
tent
but-
city back there. So it was like my mother. It was my mother's family. It was my cousins, and like my mom's brothers and sisters. There was like maybe like 20 of us that came to. We did this 3 years in a row for this family reunion thingy, right? Because we used to go to North Adams to see my great uncle, but instead we went down to Pittsfield instead to like get exposed to high levels of toxic plastic radiation, right? You find it on Google Map?
Yeah.
Yep, see it exists. Is there an elementary school across the street? Zoom out, there's some kind of park or something. It was either 69 Bushy Lane, Bushy Road, Bushy Street. It was in Pittsfield though. All I know was
Williams Elementary.
Yep, there you go. See, I shit you not. True story.
Being for real.
He's dead now. He died a long time ago.
Did you have an image of like what's around there in terms of like an actual photo? Okay.
Yeah, I
see
can
it.
do.
Yeah, I want to see what the lawn looks like or what this area looks
Well,
like.
he's been dead for like 10
I know,
years
but I'm
now.
sure it doesn't look much
So I don't
better.
know if even still the family still has the house.
Okay. Oh yeah, that looks exactly like what I thought it looked
Yeah.
like. Yep. They look like homes.
It's like a
that were-
ranch.
They look like military housing at one point.
It is. And then in the back was a trailer, and we all camped out there. So you picture that house, and it was like, I don't know. I just thought it was the weirdest thing ever growing up.
Yeah.
And we all had our tents out in the backyard. So I'm a smartass. I'm like 12 years old at the time, right? So me and my cousin Ricky are in this like 2-man pop-up tent, right? So I go, let's be funny. That's what we do. When everyone goes to sleep at night, we'll get out of the tent and we'll pretend to be grizzly bears and attack everyone else's tents. So my mother and father and sister are sleeping in one tent, right? One of those big ass like 6-person tents. And then my aunt and uncle are another one and all that. So me and my cousin get out of the tent and we get the flashlights, right? And all of a sudden we walk up to the tent and we go, ah! We start shaking the tent like fucking lunatics. Like, all the tents were just shaking. It was like, oh my god, Jesus fucking Christ. My mother's like, you're a fucking asshole, I'm gonna fucking kill you. It was awesome.
You're lucky your neighbor didn't have a gun or something.
Oh no, it was all the family. No one had guns.
Something a neighbor or something losing their mind.
Oh, so this brings up a funny story. So fast forward a few years, right? We actually talked about the story on Christmas at my aunt's house. So we go to my father and my uncle want to take me and my cousin hiking up Mount Greylock. So it was a nice little hike. So it was like Columbus Day weekend. So like Sunday we leave early in the morning and we drive out to what was it Sunday? What we do Sunday? I think like Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon we drove out to Pittsfield because where Mount Greylock is, it's easy to get to Pittsfield. It's only like a half-hour drive right there. So when my uncle, my great uncle at the time, was like, "Oh, let's go stay at Skeeter's house
Skeeter.
because it's free."
I've never met a guy named Skeeter.
Well, he lives on 69 Bushy Lane.
Oh,
or
Jesus.
did before he died.
Skeeter. It's like a Doug character.
Yeah, basically. So my dad's like, "All right." My uncle was like, "Well, we're not gonna stay in the house. We'll get tents." So my dad and myself are in one tent. My uncle and my cousin are in the other tent, right? But my great uncle who's my grandmother's brother, is sleeping in the house with Skeeter and the family. Skeeter had a wife.
I can't get over that.
Skeeter had a wife and an adopted kid that, if you ask my sister and my cousin Brittany to this day, was very creepy towards them.
Oh, I'm sure. With a name like Skeeter, you
Well, no, that's Skeeter's son.
Oh, Skeeter's son.
Adopted son.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
A man like that was able to adopt somebody.
apparently.
Wow, that's scary.
Yeah.
Right.
If you ever see my sister, ask her about Skeeter's son. She'll tell you a story. I think they made 2 10, 11-year-old girls very uncomfortable.
I'm going to have to hear these stories
So,
next time I see your mother.
put it that way. So we go and we decide we're going to go. So we camp out overnight, and then the next morning we're going to wake up and we're going to go hiking. So we get all the way to the base camp where we're going to start hiking the mountain. And my cousin Ryan has asthma. And at the time, I'm in 16, so my cousin Ryan's 5 years younger than me, so he's 11. He forgets his inhaler at the house. So my uncle's like, well, I'm not hiking a mountain without the inhaler. We're going to go back. So he goes. So me and my dad are just chilling, and we're kind of like walking around with it. So we figure, oh, we'll be back in an hour. We'll just hang out here and go for a little hike and come back. So my uncle goes, gets the inhaler, comes back, and we start hiking. So my great uncle at the time, who comes with us, is wearing like dress shoes, and he bought her like a little kid's backpack. Like he's not very equipped to hike. And it was a misty day. It was probably like in the 50s, but it was misty.
Yeah.
But as you're walking, you're sweating, so it's starting to get like humid, like not like humid, grainy feel and stuff.
Yes,
So you're
it's
sweating.
nasty. You're sticking the things.
He only made it halfway up the hill. He turned around, went back, and met us at the summit and picked us up. But long story short, we get back to Skeeter's house to go pick up the other car, right?
Can't get over this. Okay.
So my uncle, my great uncle, backs into my uncle's car and rips his door off, basically.
Oh.
Basically, backs into the minivan door and bends it as far back as you can possibly do it. And my uncle's like, what the fuck? What the hell? How are we going to drive all the way back to Boston, 2.5 hours, with no fucking driver's door? Luckily, the door stayed on the hinge. So the fucking 4 of us are just,
She got some duct tape. That'll solve it.
well, no, we're like pushing the thing back. Like, no, you could finally, it was to a point where it didn't, the spring was busted,
Yeah.
but the door, if you pushed it enough, you could bend the metal back.
can make
know
it
what I mean?
work.
It wasn't going to fall off.
Yeah, you can make it work.
Thankfully.
All right.
Because we've been driving like a mail truck in the middle of October, all the way back to Boston on the Mass Pike.
Yeah.
And that could have been very loud, very cool, and very noisy. Yeah, so for the longest time when my uncle had that minivan, he never got the door fixed. So he had to enter to the passenger side. Because he felt bad. He didn't want to make an insurance claim with his uncle. But yeah, that's... I Pittsfield family out there.
Sounds like a lot of times you're taking life in your own hands.
No, it wasn't taking my life in my own hands. It was my parents
That's true.
bringing me to these situations
Yeah.
and exposing me to these
Yeah.
oddities of life.
Yeah. Well, I don't drink. I mean, I take my life in my hands. I refuse to drink the water in the city. I live in Woburn, and they made movies about our water. Like a civil action with John.
Yeah,
Travolta.
you don't want kids with birth defects. And
Yeah, because the tanneries and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And they say it's clean, but I always have
I don't
trouble
trust
believing it ever really is.
Which I had family living in Peabody, over where the Kodak factory is.
Okay.
In West Peabody area. And for years, the Kodak company would just dump their chemicals into the field next to the factory.
Oh, yeah.
So there's this giant piece of property next to the old Kodak Magellan company, right?
That's just dead.
That is nothing grows there, and no one's built there. But if you do that for long enough, it seeps into the water system, and it's on a hill, and everything downstream of the hill, everyone in the neighborhood had either birth defects, weird illnesses for children, or cancer.
That's sad.
The whole fucking neighborhood.
Yeah.
And by the time all that shit, they started putting two to two together, Kodak was already closed and out of there, and they were, just figure what's film made of? Film's made of nothing but fucking chemicals.
It's funny because nowadays, land is a premium. It costs a lot of money to buy land. So when you see stretches of land that have nothing on it, you know something's not right.
Like the casino being built in Everett?
Exactly.
I mean, the amount of dirt Wynn had to move out of there to get to
a lot of work.
To get to a base where you can start building. I mean, you had to move 30 feet of dirt and burn it. And you don't, they moved to Spectacle Island or something like that because they actually said that, so the canal or the little waterway that the land's on, that the environmental went in there just to check out after, and they said it had a zero life form. There was nothing living.
No microbes,
no microbes, not even teeny ass pieces of organisms. Nothing was alive there. They said it was a 0.1% life there. They go, and they could only say that because they've never seen a spot that was no life.
That's bad.
So that's how polluted it was. So what they're doing is they need to dredge it anyways to make it deeper so they can bring the big boats in. So they're dredging it anyways and taking it out, and they're dredging all the way 10 feet, 15 feet down into the water. So they're getting rid of all the shit, which will eventually bring back fish and there wasn't even scallops or mussels or barnacles.
Or not even three-eyed fish. Nothing. Not even a mutated fish.
The mutated fish couldn't even survive. The amount of chemicals Monsanto's was pumping in to the fucking Mystic River all those years. And then Polaroid was doing the same thing in Cambridge.
Oh, they all were.
Right in the Charles River.
They all were.
All those factories in East Cambridge near the Galleria Mall.
Yep.
They were just pumping shit into the Charles River it was their own natural bathtub.
When is it Stupid Casino supposed to open? When is that?
They said allegedly it's supposed to be summer of 19, but
I'm December, January.
I'm still thinking January, December of 18. I'm still thinking this thing's
going
going
to
up.
make this year?
I think it's going to be up in 11 months. It'll be built. It'll be open.
Impressive.
At least the casino floor. I don't know about the hotels, but
because they have to build their own overpasses for that too, don't they? There's a
that's
lot of
phase 2 and 3.
Okay.
They'll get the place open and running.
Oh, I thought they had to have all that shit.
No, they already. If you look on where the Margaritas is in Medford, that road's already being updated. The new bridges have been put in. There's going to be a flyover from 93 that they kind of somehow going to maneuver. The new train station is going to be built there.
A lot of work.
He's going to knock down Costco, put a freaking award-winning 5-star fucking golf course there.
God.
That'd be pretty cool golfing in that golf course stuff because you have the Boston skyline as your backdrop.
Okay, I agree. If I was in a golf, that'd be pretty awesome. Yeah.
The only thing that sucks about that casino going up is that I was driving over the Tobin Bridge this morning. I was looking over and you can see the casino broad day, this beautiful structure being built. But there's fucking stupid ass gas tanks, those big giant 10-story fuel tanks. Just peppering around the view of this beautiful casino.
What else? Think of all the scum and trash it's going to bring in.
You think so, though? I don't think it's going to bring any.
It will. It always does.
I mean, have you been to a casino? There's some...
Yeah.
Any casino in the world.
No, but the thing is, they all look gorgeous, and there's a lot of glitz and glamour inside, but the underbelly of it is never that.
Yeah, but I mean...
You know, on the surface, it'll look great.
On a casino... In general, but yeah, you're going to bring in the trash and the grime. You'll bring in some, but it's going to stay relatively at the casino. It's not going to be
True.
It's not going to wander off into 99.
But then all that scum that used to be around that area is going to push back. That's the thing.
Well, bad for Revere, but...
Well, it's going to seep out in other areas because they can't be there anymore.
What's going to happen is... Wynn was just going to start buying all that
Traffic's gonna get
piece
worse.
of crap piece of Everett over there. It's near Assembly, not Assembly, near Sullivan Square in Charlestown. That area, he's just going to start buying it all up on. But traffic, I don't know. People say traffic. Maybe the first 3 months there'll be traffic because everyone wants to go check it, right? We went to the casino the other day in Rhode Island, right? It's been there for 10 years. And it's literally off a side road. It's literally off like this road over here.
Yeah.
There was no traffic.
Okay.
Because people go at all different times. It's open 24 hours.
The thing is, though, we are so close to, you get into Boston, right? Boston is such a small, walkable city that when there's an accident, even in one spot, it affects everything everywhere else. I was having trouble one day getting on to the highway off of Montvale Ave in Woburn to go to Boston because there was an accident in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Past Charlestown. Everything is so connected that it affects everything
So
else.
what the fuck's a casino going to do?
It's going to make it a million times worse.
No, it's not. There's traffic anyways.
There's traffic anyways, but...
People aren't going to the casino at rush hour.
True.
People are going to the casino after work, on weekends, and during the day because they don't work.
Great,
They're not going
traffic later.
They're not going at 6 o'clock in the morning when you're trying to get to work, and they're not going at 5 o'clock in the afternoon unless they're leaving work to go there. But they're on their way home from work anyways.
So I can look forward to almost like California with this traffic at midnight.
There's not going to be any traffic. The casinos don't bring traffic because there's never...
But we're a small city anyway.
No, but it's not like... A casino's not like a movie where at this time a movie plays. At this time a movie plays. A casino is open 24 hours, so there's a constant flow of people. So there's not one surge.
But we're not the Vegas Strip. Okay, it's not like this is Vegas where the roads are wide and things keep moving. This is freaking the
I don't know.
Boston
There's more
area.
traffic on the Vegas Strip than there is in
There is,
Boston.
but it moves.
It doesn't move.
It moves, and that's something.
It took me an
it's
hour.
slow.
It took
It's
me
slow.
It took
but
me an
it
hour to
moves.
go a block in Vegas.
I
My
believe
cab was almost $50 to go 2 blocks.
I believe that. I do.
There
believe
is
that.
Vegas traffic is by far the absolute worst than any place. Other than maybe LA.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
But
LA
Vegas,
traffic's pretty
that
bad.
strip for 20 hours of the day, you can't move. It's so bad that cabs don't even drive the strip. They go a block up and then go across, then come back down again.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're driving on the strip, you're out of your mind.
California is the mecca. I remember being in traffic, gridlock at 1 a.m. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just traffic.
There's
Like,
traffic
it's nothing
everywhere.
to them. It's fine. It's not fine.
Listen.
It sucks.
Unless we're gonna stop having babies or killing the firstborn of the girls,
One per family.
there's gonna be traffic.
One baby per family.
There's gonna be traffic because
I know.
I see the car dealerships just becoming bigger and bigger.
Yep.
For the most part, all of Route 1 from
Yes.
Millwood to Saugus in about 5 years will be nothing but car
They're
dealerships.
buying up restaurants just to have more space.
Yeah, just to store their cars. So there's selling so many fucking cars. Someone's buying these cars.
Yeah.
Someone's driving these cars. Tommy's not driving a car, although he probably wishes he could.
I wish Tommy could too.
No, Tommy probably worked at Pedals. No look be driving.
He's like, oh,
He goes, yeah, he's like, I want a car.
He's like, I want butt rub. He likes his hip rubs.
Watch him make his hips swing. Bang, bow, bang, bow.
Yes.
Make hips. Tommy, you're a redneck, right? He's from Georgia.
He is.
Was Georgia on the list?
Georgia was on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Georgia.
It was number 20 something.
No, he's from Alabama and she's from Georgia.
Oh, that's right. So they're both
Hey,
hicks.
buddy. Hey, buddy. Yeah, after that dog collar thing, I would never buy one
Yeah.
ever.
Well, we don't zap them.
I know you don't. I know you don't zap them,
But
that was hell.
but the zap is painful.
It literally felt like I mean, I've been stung by a jellyfish before, and I would
Yeah.
rather that. I'd say non-lethal jellyfish. I'd rather be stung by a jellyfish.
What would you
than
rather?
so.
Put it this
Yeah.
way. Have that on 100 for zap, right? For 5 consecutive minutes,
5 minutes?
or HIV.
I would rather have that than HIV. Because, 5 minutes though?
Yeah, 5. I'm like holding the button down.
He doesn't even know what it feels like.
I know.
Listen,
I'm
I don't
holding
HIV.
at 100. So you did what, at 10? Picture 10 times that.
No, on the neck I did, and neck it was like 2 or 3.
Yeah, neck.
2.
2.
Neck, 10.
Neck 2.
How's
I think
on
arm
100?
was 10 or 15.
I think we got up to 15.
And your arm, it would be a little more resistant because it's stronger muscle.
Dogs have more hair though, so it's a little bit different. But
Yeah.
still, it sucks.
But like on your neck, the tissue is still sensitive, so it hurts even more.
Yeah.
5 minutes, 100 on your neck or HIV.
Well, I don't want HIV at all. Well, here's the thing. HIV, I'm going to die.
How's this? Not HIV. Herpes for life. Let's make it non. I mean, you're giving. It's the gift that keeps on giving all year round.
That's tough. That's really tough. Because the thing is, I could die of a heart attack if you have that on me for 5 straight
Probably
minutes.
could.
At 100?
Yeah.
Like a second herpes giving it to every person you have a relationship
Well,
with.
then I would just be extra careful. I think I'd take the herpes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to probably die of a heart
Herpes is
attack.
such a low-level STD that they said, fuck, find a cure for it.
If you're making me choose
It's not gonna kill you. Fuck
but
it.
at 100 for 5 minutes, I'm going to die of a heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Probably.
certain death.
Yeah, I can't imagine that being fun for anyone.
That's foaming at the mouth.
That sounds
probably.
terrible, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, it does. That sounds like a
I
brutal
can't
way.
imagine that being a good time at all.
That sounds like something they should do at Tom Obey.
I wonder what that'd feel like on the tip of your ding-dong. What's worse, having like that ghost pepper stuff or that zap for like the quick second that you had on? If you had to take the two, what would you rather?
That's close. I think I got zapped.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff was pretty powerful. I mean, that stuff is like just a little dabber I had on my finger. Now, I'm a glutton for pain and punishment, and the Celtics are up by almost 20 at this point right now. 17.
In the fourth?
Oh. 19 they're up. The fourth quarter, 10 minutes left. Yeah, like I like hot stuff. Like you ever have like the Fuego sauce they have at Margaritas?
Yeah.
That stuff is like, it's almost as hot as that.
Yeah.
But
It's got a kick.
gives you a little energy.
Yeah, I don't like that. Honestly, I didn't think you would eat that, and I underestimated you. I agree. I admit, I underestimated. I didn't think you would eat a whole one of these.
I eat a lot of
we
them.
also extended the show so you could finish it, though.
We did.
If I put a time limit on that, I don't know, but I didn't. So,
We only went about 5-10 minutes out of the show.
yeah. Yeah.
And, Alex Wallace got a little more extra entertainment.
You did?
Thank God he listens, because he really keeps my motivation going.
Oh, God, Alex Wallace.
He's a security guy.
He's a
He said
security
he'll
guy.
do free security for us next time we go on an adventure. So if you ever need security, I don't know. If we get into any situations where security may be needed.
You guys might need security on your bachelor party.
True.
who do you think...
You go visit my friend in South Carolina, see what she looks like these days.
Oh, God. I bet she's got cesarean section scars all over the place.
She doesn't seem like the cesarean type. She seems like she's a natural pusher.
Maybe.
You know.
Well, sometimes you don't get to decide.
You don't,
Yeah?
yeah. And if you have multiple ones that get bigger, the more you have. So she might, by obligation, have to get cut open. Lasagna belly.
You know, nothing says pain tolerance like pushing a baby's head through a vagina.
True. I mean, I wouldn't know, but I'm sure, just by the looks of it.
How does that happen? How do you fit that?
I mean, I
Like,
have
you see
seen
the
it.
size of the baby, and you see the size of the hole.
I have been there to witness a live pregnancy.
You did?
You know my life story.
Oh, yeah, I heard that story.
Yeah. I mean, I did father a kid that wasn't mine for like 3 years, so I was there.
That's what me and Adam differ. He fathered a kid that's not his,
Yeah.
and I'm not fathering a kid that is mine.
It looks like a blue Chucky doll.
Essentially.
And it's like, at first it's not making any noise, and its face is like compressed like this,
Oh my God.
and then you're like, oh, you're not hearing any noise
You're
at
making
first,
my eye twitch.
and you're like, is this thing alive? Because you don't hear any noise, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden it starts making noise.
You
Oh,
spank
my
it,
God.
spank it.
Yeah, they slap a little bit around,
Father
and then you're
the
like,
kid
oh
is-
my God, thank God it's alive.
Imagine fathering a kid. How long was that for? A couple years?
Yeah, I was around for quite a while.
Wow.
Taught the kid how to walk.
Taught the kid
Yeah, I
how
was
to
there for a
walk.
while, even after I knew it was mine.
Oh my God.
They develop bonds.
Oh yeah, I mean that's just a natural human thing. Jesus, that's a story for
Yeah, no, but it's like
the autobiography.
you know what the creepiest thing is though when you start learning the CPR. I mean, I went through the classes and stuff.
Yeah.
And we start learning like the CPR kind of that stuff, and they teach you to like grab by the jaw, lift over, and it's like boom, boom, boom on the back, and it's like, oh my God, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
It's
Like
fine.
it looks like you're about to kill this kid,
Oh my God.
right? But it's like it's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buddy.
But you know they're frail. They're frail, but they're you can maneuver. You can mess with them. You know, I always wanted to tie a book to a child, like an infant's head, because their heads you can mold. Tie a book to it to make it flat, so snow can just grow on top of it. And it'd be kind of neat when it snows outside.
Yeah.
Like a flat top head.
They have a perfect haircut. They'd be like flat top and Dick Tracy.
It would be exactly. You know, get all those movie roles.
Maybe it's Nola's problem. She hits her head a lot.
Maybe.
Nothing says, watch out what you're doing, like the fragile skull of a baby.
True.
You know what I mean?
It makes me think of what's that movie where
Hangover?
she's holding the baby and she turns around and just whacks its head on.
Well, Hangover, Ellen does that to the cop car door.
Yeah.
Open
That's
the
right,
door.
yeah. They use like 5 babies. If you pay attention to that movie,
Yeah.
the baby changes like several
Yeah,
times.
there's a child labor loss. Even infants have labor loss. Can you imagine if you like... So that movie came out, what, almost 2009 it came out?
Oh my God.
So we're looking at almost 10 years ago Hangover 1 came out, right? So that kid, that infant...
It's gotta be longer than that.
It was 09. Yeah, it was 09.
When was the Hangover 3 then? I feel like
Yeah,
that
like
was
every 2 years it came out.
Okay.
11 and 13, Hangover 3 came.
So it was like 4 years ago, I thought?
Yeah, because I remember I was getting to my.
It's horrible.
I seen it in the movie theaters as I was after I got a butt
horrible.
exam,
So horrible.
something like that. It was 2013,
It
2014.
was serious and dark. Like, it wasn't funny anymore at some
What,
point.
the third one?
I think the second one was at some point.
I don't like the way they changed Bradley Cooper's character dramatically.
I don't remember because the third one was so bad.
In the first one he was a dickhead,
yeah. I
but in
remember
the
that
second
part.
one
The
he
first
became like a very consolant, kind of like reasonable, like nice guy. And by the third one he was very like super consolant, and his asshole character had this diminished.
He'd grown up. He'd found his man.
Is that what it was?
Gone. His man.
I don't know. And like the guy who played like Doug, not Black Doug, the white guy. I hear he's a real dick and a real difficult person to work with in real life. Something Bother, what's his name?
1 second.
Doug, what happened?
No, I just burped and all that ghost pepper
Oh,
and just
God.
goodness just creeped up on me.
Justin Bother, I think is his name. I hear he's a real prick to work with.
Oh, the black guy, Doug?
No, white Doug.
White Doug.
Yeah, he was in like National Treasure with Nick
Oh,
Cage.
him? Yeah.
Yeah, he was a real dick.
Yeah, I don't know much
Actually, I heard him on the Dick and Laugh. He was on the Ron and Fez show on XM Radio about 5-6 years ago.
Fez.
Remember that show?
I remember them, yes.
And he came in, and he was being a real dick to Ron, and Ron told him to go fuck off, and he left.
Good. Good for him.
Which is the only time I've ever seen Ron not, well, heard Ron not do an interview. But, how the fuck did we get in The Hangover?
So here the kid is.
The one who was the baby 10 years ago?
He's only 6, and this was December 2017.
Really?
So this is like a couple weeks ago.
What?
Yeah, like a month ago.
Okay. That's one. Yeah, that's one of them. All right, that makes it looks like him. Looks
Okay,
like it would be.
he's 6?
Yeah.
How's that possible?
Is that baby 1, 2, or
Hangover
3?
came out in 2009, though.
Yeah. Something's off here.
Yeah.
So the mother of this baby named Grant appeared in 60% of The Hangover, while his sister Avery appeared in 40%.
That was a chick that was baby. That
Wait, what? So
Well,
they
maybe
were
that
Other
well.
children were used for some scenes as well.
Yeah.
But
The math doesn't make any sense. If Hangover came out in 2009,
let's
Double
see.
check that.
I'm going to.
Yeah, I might have been 2007. I don't know.
it was definitely either 9 or 10.
The first one, it definitely wasn't 10. There's no
It
way.
was 2009.
2009.
It
Yeah.
was 9? Okay.
So
Those sequels were
So I
horrible.
remember I seen it 3 times. One time with Eric at the midnight show right after we got out of work.
so
first
how's
one's a
the
classic.
baby only 6?
Yeah, that's when the math doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Because in Hangover 3, the baby was already like 4 years old. Remember when he runs into the...
That photo
Stripper
should be
again?
angled. Yes.
And he's like, oh, is that Carlos? Well, that's what you called Carlos. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the first one was a classic. The second one was just the same thing in a different country, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah, I didn't like the second one.
And the third one was cut too serious and weird. I didn't like it. It was funny, like the giraffe part, but everything was in the preview. That was one of those movies
Yeah.
where the funny parts were in the preview. Like,
And I didn't know this until afterwards, but they actually filmed that knowing they were going to have 3 of them. If you noticed. And there's I let 2 in the first one to the third one.
oh, what?
Because they flash back on the third one to the first one.
Yeah.
And Black Doug goes, oh, damn, Grandma's going to be pissed off about that. Whatever the hell John Goodman's character was in the third one. Well, they were foreshadowing that there was going to be a third.
You mean they couldn't just had a cutout scene from the first one that they put in the third one?
That's what they did.
Yeah, but that's just could have been a coincidence.
But they dropped a line in the first one that led to the third one. Because all these guys signed up for a 3-film shot for this movie.
They could have just made. Oh, okay, yeah,
They
you're right.
already
They
had
did
the
show us that, but I don't think they had the script worked out at that point. They were just like, we're going to use.
Oh,
this
no, they
and
had
that.
everything pretty much. They had the storyline down.
But comedies they never do.
Well, they had a synopsis. They had like a
Yeah,
base.
yeah.
They didn't have the
I believe
script
that.
per se, but
Yeah,
yeah, they knew what they were getting into
yeah.
for the next 5 years.
And they're just thinking of the money at the third one. By that time, like, yeah, we'll just. Although I did thought it was funny that they broke into that guy's house. You know,
Yeah.
and it was his house. You know, they broke into John Goodman's house.
Yeah.
That was funny, but other than that, it was kind of like it wasn't that funny at all.
Ugh.
So that article was reposted in 2017.
Oh, right.
Originally was from 2013,
Hey, buddy.
Oh,
which would make sense.
so that kid's almost 10 years old now.
Yeah.
He'll be 8. He'll be 9 years
So
old
let
this
me
year.
see what he looks like now.
Imagine that. Imagine like being the Hangover baby.
That could be a great thing you could say it and enough people believe you.
Well, it's like the guy who's in the Christmas Story who plays Ralphie.
But he looks the same.
But he's in the
It's
movie
creepy.
The Breakup.
He is. Yep.
Like 30 years later.
He does a lot of theater now. He's still around.
Does
But he
he?
does a lot more theater stuff. But he looks. It's creepy because his
His
face
is the same. The
is
eyes,
almost
and everything,
exactly
blonde
the
hair
same.
and the blue eyes.
It's really creepy. Yeah.
Ralphie. Well, Celtics are up by 20. Good. Isaiah's not playing.
This isn't the playoffs.
Did you see Isaiah said that he didn't want his
Yeah.
video played tonight? He wanted to play it in Paul Pierce tonight?
Yeah, they're a bunch of babies. I can't. You're all millionaires. Why are they all I
Yeah.
want to be appreciated. They want my cake.
Well, then Jay Crowder wants a video.
Oh God.
Jay Crowder's getting a video.
Honestly,
And who's the guy who fucked LeBron's mom that used to play on the Celtics?
I was
He
talking
was like
about
a half
him the other
white, half
day.
black guy who was a
Yeah,
redhead.
yeah. We don't know if that for sure that happened, but it's
Well,
pretty
he told
certain.
everyone he did.
Yeah.
And then he got arrested in D.C. because he was
Yeah.
driving a three-wheeler down the street with a machine gun in the back of it.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
And he was,
No, it wasn't Iverson. It was.
no, it was, that's gonna fucking, oh, I gotta look
Yeah,
it
look
up.
that up. Look that up.
That is gonna kill me.
That's worth looking up.
Let's see. I don't even know what to search. Celtics player, bang, let's see.
Isaiah should just be thankful that they're gonna honor him and not be like, "Excuse me, we do it on this date
Yeah.
instead?" And at the same time, why do you care? If I was a multi-millionaire, I don't give a shit how you honor me. And it's like he was only there 2 years. Larry Bird didn't want as much recognition.